Hello, parents of high school students. I am Teresa Peters. I am your language arts mentor. And I expect that you are here today because you know just how important it is for your student to learn to become a critical thinker, to be able to analyze literature and the inputs that are coming into their worlds, that you recognize how important it is for them to be able to speak and to write in a persuasive way, in a logical manner with proofs that are going to help them excel in high school, post-secondary school, and most importantly, in life. I'm so glad I get to tell you a little bit about discerning language arts because this is one of my absolute favorite classes to teach. Your students at this age are ready to really dig in. They're ready to find meanings and to be able to analyze things, to have deep discussions. They have all of the capabilities of an adult, and they are so willing to work together and grow and learn. And so this class is one of my absolute favorites. As with all Discern to Learn programs, there are three components to this class as well. On Tuesday are the main teaching pieces. So the Tuesday class teaches the writing, the literature, and as well, we also do public speaking and we talk about all kinds of things. We have class discussions. Then on Thursdays, new this year, I have a high school students only mindset class. And that is going to allow us to be able to talk about the concerns and difficulties that high schoolers have, the skills that they need to move beyond where they are so that they can excel and grow at the next step. So post-secondary, getting a job, moving into a trade, working in a home or in relationships, all of those pieces are so, so important. And in our mindset clinics, we talk about that. So for the younger students, it's about how to keep a timetable, how to be self-disciplined, all of those pieces. But by high school, your students have probably managed to figure those things out, especially if they've been in my programs. By high school, they are ready to fly and they already know how to manage their time. We will still cover those components, but we're going to take them into a direction where the high school students can best use them, and they're going to get to hear each other talking about it. So I want to encourage you, never miss the mindset. It's so, so important. It is not an optional secondary frill. The mindset classes are so important. The third component that is in every Discern to Learn program is one-on-one support. So whatever it is your student is struggling with, whether it's confidence, self deprecation, being afraid to hand things in because they don't think it's good enough. If they're struggling with, am I doing this right? What do I do with the homework? I don't understand this. All of those things, they can book a call directly with me one-on-one on Wednesdays and Fridays if they would like, and be able to have those questions answered to get the support and the help they need. This is not just a language arts program. This is an all-encompassing mentorship program that's going to move your student from where they are to let them soar. There are two textbooks that we use in this program. And the first one that I'm going to talk about is the literature textbook. The literature textbook that we're using next year is this one here, When Worlds Collide, Illuminating Literature by Sharon Watson. And if you have it or you're looking online, you will see that there are 8 books that this text covers. We're only going to read 6 of them. We're going to read Pudd'nhead Wilson, War of the Worlds, and Peter Pan in term 1. And Warriors Don't Cry, A Tale of Two Cities, and Fahrenheit 451 in term 2. So as you can see, that's a very broad range of different types of literature. We talk about the author, their beliefs. We look for those things in the textbook. We do literary analysis, the themes, and annotating pages or paragraphs, all skills that are going to be required in post-secondary education. But beyond that are really important skills for critical thinking in life. So these are not frills. And I've seen parents say, do I really have to teach my student that? Oh, yes, absolutely. Not because most of us are going to have to annotate a piece of literature. Unless your student's taking literature in post-secondary, they're not likely going to have to do that. But when we're reading a magazine, when we're reading another book, when we are listening to media, we need to have those skills to be able to be critical and analytical thinkers. And that's what literary analysis will teach your student. So we're going to use this textbook. We're also going to use another textbook. This textbook is Power in Your Hands by Sharon Watson, and this is the entire high school academic writing program. Everything is in here. Every type of essay. I can't find a type of essay that's not in this textbook. So don't be alarmed. We don't do the whole textbook in 1 year. We separate it out. We do 2 essays in each term. So 4 essays and 3 pieces of literature in each term. And that gives the students a very, very solid basis to be able to write persuasively, to do research. The advantage of being in a classroom like this is that every student will not have the same assignment. If you have a grade 9 student who's relatively new to essays and is just coming into my classes for the first time, they're going to start with a persuasive essay. If you have a grade 11 or 12 student who's already been with me or has a lot of experience writing essays, they're going to be writing a literary analysis essay or compare and contrast, some of the more advanced essays. So I make sure that every student has what they need in order to succeed. So even though this is a mixed grade classroom, it is not just one stream that students go along. Students need to have what they need at the time they need it, and that is my absolute goal. The last thing that we do in our classes is public speaking. And your student will do a number of public speaking pieces, and some of them will be worldview related. So answering hard questions like, if God is good, why is there hurting in the world? Some of them will be things like doing some guided research about a cult and comparing that to Christianity and presenting to the class why it is not Christian. Because in our culture, many people want to accept everything, and it's all good, right? But we know that there's only one way to God, and that's through Jesus. And so we need to be able to have our eyes opened to recognize that other religions are not the same. And it's so, so important that we are able to defend our faith and be able to show how it's different, that it's not the same. So they will do that. They'll probably talk about 1 or 2 of the books over the year and so an analysis of them, probably using some other medium. So they might do a PowerPoint presentation, a piece of artwork, something like that, and then discuss their creation in context with the book and the things that they've learned and we've been talking about the book. So public speaking is vital for high school students. It is something that is scary for everybody. And when students recognize that they can do this, they get so much confidence. This is the confidence that allows them to walk into difficult interviews. This is the confidence that allows them to stand up and be accountable in situations where everybody's looking on. This is the confidence they need to succeed in life. So I want to thank you so much for listening, for learning about discerning language arts. If I've missed something and you have some questions, I would love to hear from you. My email is support@discerntolearn.com. And I have an open inbox policy now. When your student's in my class, even if your student never comes to my class, if you have language arts questions, I want to be the one to help you through. I want to be the one to help answer that for you. So please do keep my email handy and make sure that you reach out because I can't wait to hear from you.